Watch iron. We're in the. Mississippi, our roll. I can't our no boom a hoopy. Now, so mamma can want some what's in the our panel. No more no market can one also for freebie, Bokomodo our. Before the arrival of the Europeans, Ochoma, who may before the arrival of the Europeans in the land of Western region, precisely Shama, where the beauty of a woman attracts the heart of a man and wants to marry her, he first of all builds a friendly relationship with her, open to study each other's character before he introduces her to his parents for investigations to be made into the woman's family to find out if the family is free from diseases like epilepsy, leprosy, insanity, STIs, and above all, if they are not related by blood in any way. After the man's father, together with his father's brother, known as Wafa in our local dialect, proceed with the Kokoko stage. This is where they ask permission from the woman's family to marry her from her father's house. Before permission is granted, the woman's family wanted the same investigation said earlier. When no fault is found, permission is granted by mentioning the engagement list to them, where this list is purchased through barter trade after the items are being bought. After the items are being bought, the date for the ceremony is therefore set. The date for the ceremony is therefore set, where the ceremony takes place in the bride's father's house, where these items are presented, including Waldotwa, given to the bride's father, Sonchitam, given to the bride's mother, Akontasikan, given to the brother, Tirade, given to the bride herself, where all these things are now in the form of money. Teresa, which is palm wine, the most important among all, for it is used to pour libation to inform the gods that these two are now one. After the arrival of the Europeans, schnapps, rings, and Bibles were introduced. After the bride is being brought from an old woman's house, will it say? I went in. After the bride is being brought by old women, she is being handed over to her father, who asks, should we accept these items? The joyful yes of the bride melts the heart of the groom, where the symbol on the groom's chest is drawn at the forehead of the bride, which indicates that she is taken and also serves as a sign of protection. After the marriage, the first meal prepared by the bride, known as Nkwansamwe, what can I mean? The man didn't hear, this one can I mean? Nkwansamwe is served to the bride's husband with his friends in the outskirts of the village for them to have a delicious taste of the food prepared by the bride. After marriages, wives remain submissive to their husbands and find ways and means to solve their marital problems. The wives of those days were seen as objects just to satisfy the needs of our husbands. Now, things are no longer the same, but the problem is that people don't even find time to study their partners and their family. Let's talk about their health status, but are only interested in the big bottles of a woman and the broad chest of a man. It's all they look at, which increases lust, now seen as love. Are you listening? Now seen as love, which leads to sex, forgetting that the World Health Organization recorded 373 sexually transmitted infection cases just last year. The greed of money has led many into toxic relationships. What can it then?
Relationship.
Toxic relationship, which lacks communication, love, trust, and sometimes full of domestic violence, which leads to divorce. For about 500,000 divorce cases were recorded according to the 2021 population.
Thank you very much. Give it up for Maggie. Ladies and gentlemen, Maggie, join me upstage. Ladies and gentlemen, get to know that Maggie is delegate number 17 on the voting chart. If you want to vote for her, that's how you can do it. Abriwetia. All right. We go to Mrs. Thank you. We go to Mrs. Sarah and hear her comment on Maggie.
Maggie, when they started bringing your stuff in, okay, I was like, okay, maybe the video was one that person. What more can I see here? And I saw something different. You acted the part very well. I thought you engaged very well with those that were on stage with you, getting them involved, and even to an extent the audience, getting them. I think to me, it was more to the audience. The one you come no one say more kodo. And I think that engagement worked well for me. Also, costume was great. Stagecraft was well done. But at some point, I think information or doso. Intina oye Lucy and Takra. You need to be quite concise when it comes to your information, so that the salient points can be carried across, and then within a short possible time, as empowers or it's here. So you did a great job. I think you acted the part very well of an old lady. You did very well in that one. That I really enjoyed. And so kudos to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Quick one. So it's a quick advice. And the co-judge was saying that you did very well engaging your co-cast, if I'm to say, you were on stage with. But the challenge was also connecting us or engaging with us. And I think one unique thing at end time here is eye contact. I've seen you, most of your performance, you don't do eye contact. So now that is probably the only trick you have to add to the good things you've already been doing. Create eye contact. In fact, if so you don't connect with someone here, or yet someone who just will connect with you just by knowing you, but actually being able to connect with the person just with your eye contact. All right, to share, you are talking to us. All right, those on stage, you are just using them, but it is us you're talking to. Ataya, all right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Give it up for Maggie.